Quarantine authorities in Bali are imposing strict measures on incoming cruise ships and planes to stop the spread of African swine fever. The virus kills virtually every pig it infects, and it's spread to the Indonesian island of Sumatra now. There are fears it's only a matter of time before African swine fever reaches the tourist hub of Bali. Indonesia correspondent Ann Barker reports.
The sight of dead pigs floating in a major river in Sumatra recently shocked fishermen. Authorities at first blamed the contagious but preventable hog cholera. But as the number of dead pigs reached 30,000, it became clear this was the far deadlier African swine fever.
Swine fever can kill 100% of pigs. There's no vaccine or cure.
It's the first confirmation the devastating disease is now in Indonesia, having spread through China and other parts of Asia. If it reaches Bali, it could destroy the island's huge pig meat industry.
It's a worry for sure. We're dealing with an animal prone to disease. We can only do our best.
And contamination in Bali would bring the disease perilously close to Australia, given the scale of tourist traffic. Balinese authorities are desperate to keep swine fever out. The biggest threat is contaminated food brought in by tourists from affected countries. Of course, swine fever doesn't affect humans, but even the tiniest piece of contaminated meat can spread the disease in pigs. Food scraps end up in rubbish, which in Bali is often sold on as pig swill or feed. Quarantine officers have begun inspecting rubbish from cruise ships, including this one that arrived yesterday.
We urge Bali's government to make sure there are no scraps from planes or ships, which could end up with pig farmers.
Contaminated areas in Sumatra have been locked down and no pig meat is allowed out. And with almost 200 flights a week from Indonesia to Australia, authorities at home are stepping up measures at airports to boost biosecurity in Australia. Ann Barker, ABC News, Jakarta.